If the moon is a rock, why did it appear in Australia? Part 3. On the 26th and the 27th of April, 2025, we recorded the moon disappearing. We realized the moon would not be visible on the 28th of April, but the moon would appear in the sky again on the 29th of April, 2025. So, we found a high elevation lookout facing west to record the crescent moon appearing. Using time and date, sunrise was at 6:10 a.m. and sunset was at 5:19 p.m. Moonrise was at 7:32 a.m. and moonset was at 6:14 p.m. on the 29th of April, 2025. So, we knew the moon would appear in the sky somewhere between 5:19 p.m. and 6:14 p.m. 4:15 p.m. When recording started, the sun was setting, but the moon was not yet visible. The sun was located at about 260 degrees. 4:27 p.m. Sunspots. 4:47 p.m. 5 p.m. Time-lapse video. 5:06 to 5:12 p.m. Video showing the appearing crescent moon. The following video shows the moon appearing. It was recorded over a series of photos and videos from 4:15 p.m. to 6:02 p.m., but we have increased the speed on the first video to 16 times, then subsequent videos to 4 times speed when the moon appears. The moon appeared on the camera at 5:30 p.m. The moon appeared to the naked eye at 5:45 p.m. The moon disappeared into the clouds at 6:02 p.m. It was not recorded on one video, as the Nikon P1000 only allows for 30 minutes of recording time. So, recording would be stopped and immediately started again to overcome this limit. 5:13 p.m. to 5:28 p.m., 16 times speed. The moon appeared. 5:28 p.m. to 5:41 p.m., 4 times speed. Five 5:30 p.m. The moon first appears on camera. 5:41 p.m. to 6 p.m. 4 times speed. Five 5:45 p.m. The moon first appears to the naked eye. The moon disappeared behind the clouds very quickly. Remember, moonrise was at 7:32 a.m., but the moon was first seen by the camera at 5:30 p.m. and with a naked eye at 5:45 p.m. That is almost 10 hours after moonrise. Stellarium screenshots on Monday, the 29th of April, 2025. George Neuber, GeoTruth's observations of the moon disappearing. The 25th of April, 2025. Thanks to George Neuber for your assistance with the following footage. George's YouTube channel is GeoTruth. George took this photo and following video at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, United States. He took this photo, which shows the moon and the wandering stars, Venus and Saturn. The sun was below the horizon. He zoomed in on Venus to show it is a pulsating light and not a solid mass. He zoomed in on the moon to show the moon's waning crescent was at the bottom of its disk and was at 9% illumination. Later in the day, George went to the beach. He used an app on his phone and was able to locate the moon. At 11:11 a.m., the moon was at 180 degrees. He searched with his naked eye to locate the moon's crescent, but was unable to locate the moon in the sky. At 11:11 a.m., the moon was at 7% illumination. From 5:30 a.m. to 11:11 a.m., the moon's illumination reduced by 2%, and the sun was east of the moon. This tells us at 11:11 a.m., the moon was 2 hours and 2 minutes ahead of the sun, which equals 30.5 degrees longitude. At 1:13 p.m., the sun was 180 degrees. When the moon's illumination wanes at a certain percentage, it can be seen when the sun is below the horizon. However, when the sun is above the horizon, the moon cannot be seen due to the sun's brightness. This can be repeatedly observed between 4 days before and 4 days after new moons. Therefore, we started recording the moon to see how many days we could record the moon appearing to confirm George's information. Moon recording. The 1st of May, 2025. Time and date informed us the moon would rise at 9:54 a.m. We waited all day to see the moon appear in the sky. Ironically, we set up our camera in the wrong position and the moon appeared from behind the tree. Moon recording. The 3rd of May, 2025. Moonrise was as 11:48 p.m., but the camera did not record the moon until 12:53 p.m. We went to an elevated height to capture the moon appearing, but even waiting until well after moonrise, we could not see it. We watched constantly for the moon. We pulled over and recorded the moon. Notice how faint the moon is. The moon was much brighter 4 hours later. Moon recording. The 4th of May, 2025. We tried to record the moon today, but the cloud cover was too dense to see clearly. Moon information. To record the crescent moon disappearing. Watch before sunrise 1 to 4 days before the new moon. To record the crescent moon appearing. Watch before moonset 1 to 4 days after the new moon. We need to confirm if it is 4 days before and 4 days after the new moon that the crescent moon disappears and appears. Our appearing crescent moon videos were recorded over 5 days, from new moon to the 3rd of May, 2025. This was 5 days later. The moon is not a rock. The moon is a light. When the sun is too bright, and the moon is a thin crescent, the moon will not give her light. The crescent moon was in the sky all day, but did not shine until the sun could not overpower her. The moon gives a cooling light. This is why when the moon is full, it is warmer in the shade and cooler in the moonlight. A great video to explain this is, the moon is emitting cold light. Here's proof. Scriptural passages about the sun and the moon. I watched as he opened the 6th seal. There was a great earthquake. The sun turned black like sackcloth made of goat hay. The whole moon turned blood red, and the stars in the sky fell to earth, as figs drop from a fig tree when shaken by a strong wind. The heavens receded like a scroll being rolled up, and every mountain and island was removed from its place. Then the 4th angel sounded, and a third of the sun was struck, a third of the moon, and a third of the stars, so that a third of them were darkened. A third of the day did not shine, and likewise the night. And I looked, and I heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, because of the remaining blast of the trumpet of the 3 angels who are about to sound. Your word is truth. Further videos. To watch part 1 and part 2, here are the links. Disclaimer: follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Telegram.